Celebrities typically live rich and lavish lifestyles, but no amount of money can help them avoid jail time. When famous people break the law, some are given a slap on the wrist, while others find out if they do the crime, they'll be forced to do the time. If you're new to this channel, click the button below to subscribe. Keep watching to see 10 celebrities who have been to jail. Justin Bieber. In 2014, Justin Bieber wound up in jail after drag racing in Miami. According to the singer, he wasn't speeding at all. He believed he was the victim of fame-chasing cops who wanted to see him locked up behind bars. Bieber was jailed for 24 hours, and he said the worst part about the experience was that it was freezing cold and uncomfortable in the jailhouse. Michelle Rodriguez. Fast and Furious star Michelle Rodriguez had been behind bars multiple times, but her lengthiest sentence was handed to her after she violated her probation on a DUI charge. The actress turned in fake documentation to prove she had completed her court-mandated community service. Although her lawyer blamed it on a clerical error, the judge wasn't buying it. Michelle was sentenced to 180 days behind bars, but was later released after just 18 days. Lindsay Lohan. Actress Lindsay Lohan has quite the rap sheet, and it all started in July 2007. Lindsay spent 84 minutes in jail on charges of possession of cocaine, driving with a suspended license, and driving under the influence. In May 2010, after missing a DUI progress hearing, she was found in violation of her probation, and she spent 14 more days in jail. And then in November 2011, when she failed to perform the requirements of her community service, Lindsay was sentenced to 30 days in jail, but luckily for her, she was released after just 5 hours. Nicole Richie. Before becoming a wife and a mother, Nicole Richie was partying a little too hard in Hollywood. After leaving her then-boyfriend Joel Madden's house, Nicole proceeded to drive the wrong way on a California freeway and was arrested for DUI. When it was time for her to be booked into jail, she announced she was 5 months pregnant. Thankfully, she didn't have to stay behind bars for long. The judge ordered her to serve a 4-day sentence, but she was released after just 82 minutes. Zsa Zsa Gabor. In 1989, Hungarian-American actress Zsa Zsa Gabor was driving her Rolls-Royce in Beverly Hills when an officer attempted to pull her over for a routine traffic stop. But instead of complying, Zsa Zsa put the pedal to the metal, and a brief pursuit ensued. When the officer finally caught up to her, Zsa Zsa slapped him in the face. She was arrested and sentenced to 3 days behind bars for assault, driving without a license, and possession of a flask full of Jack Daniels. She later blamed the incident on her Hungarian temper. Shia LaBeouf. Actor Shia LaBeouf has an arrest history that includes numerous stints behind bars. At the age of 20, he rammed his neighbor's car and threatened him with a kitchen knife. The court forced him to spend 2 days in jail. And then in 2007, Shia was arrested at Chicago drugstore for failing to leave the premises. He ended up spending a night in jail for that charge. In 2014, things got even worse for the actor. He was locked up in New York City for causing a disruption at the musical Cabaret. Shia reportedly spat at police officers and yelled out homophobic slurs before being carted off to jail. Chris Brown. After the brutal 2009 domestic assault against his then-girlfriend Rihanna, Chris Brown was placed on probation and he found it hard to keep himself out of trouble. In October 2013, he was arrested for felony assault in Washington, D.C. after getting in a fight with fans outside of a hotel. He spent 36 hours in jail and he later entered rehab in an effort to gain focus and insight into his bad behavior. A judge told him if he didn't complete the rehab program, he would go directly to jail. After being bounced around and kicked out of various rehab facilities, the judge had enough. Chris was ordered to go to jail and he served 108 days behind bars. Khloe Kardashian. In 2008, Khloe Kardashian was sentenced to 30 days in jail for violating her probation stemming from a 2007 DUI arrest. Khloe had failed to complete a roadside cleanup program and enroll in alcohol education classes per the court's orders, but her time behind bars was brief. She arrived at the California jail at 10:36 a.m. and was released at 1:29 p.m. that same day. Christina Aguilera. Christina Aguilera was having a little too much fun in March 2011, and as a result, she was arrested for public intoxication. She was riding in a car with her boyfriend Matthew Rutler when cops pulled them over for driving erratically. Matthew was booked for DUI, and Christina was arrested for public intoxication. Police say Christina was incapacitated at the time of arrest, and she was placed into jail for her own safety. Paris Hilton. 2007 was a rough year for Paris Hilton. In January, she pleaded no contest to alcohol-related reckless driving. She was sentenced to probation and had her license suspended, but that didn't stop the Hollywood party girl from driving around town in her flashy cars. Just 1 month later, she was charged with probation violation after she was caught driving on a suspended license. She was sentenced to 45 days in county jail. During her time away, Paris reportedly missed her pets, and she couldn't wait to hit up a Taco Bell upon her release. Were you shocked by any of these celebs' history behind bars? Leave us a comment below and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up.